Previously on Drag Kingdom. Shade was thrown.
I'm really excited for one, to win, because there's a really nice prize, and then two, just to like get my name out there in a YouTube audience.
The only problem I see sometimes with Hex is her costumes are kind of, I don't want to say simple or basic, because that's just not the case. They're just, I feel like sometimes her costumes could be pushed so much farther.
I think that Shazzy's in a bit deep. I think that the competition, everyone else that is in the competition, is a bit, well, not a bit, is a lot stronger than her.
I'm excited about the other girls. They all look like they're gonna bring it. I'm excited to see them bring it because I'll bring something better.
And looks were served. Now it's time to introduce the new girls on the block. Winner of Drag Kingdom will receive 1 lace front from Opal Essence, 1 custom commission from Twink Trash, 1 interview with Giraffe Store's Buckles, 1 makeup package from Acacia Brunel, 1 choker from Kayla Bell, 1 custom mix, 1 shirt from Drag Queen Merch, and a custom dance leotard and surprise item from Fancy Bob.
Hello, boys.
Ooby Sooby, motherfucker. I'm Delilah. I'm 15 years old from Connecticut. So this week we're doing looks inspired by fairy tales, and I know exactly what I'm gonna do. And,
yeah, I think I, could win, so don't sleep on me, sleep with me.
JK, bro, miss me with that gay shit. No homo, man.
Oh! Hi! I'm Gore to Gore. I'm a spooky bitch from the pumpkin patch, resurrected to get y'all bitches. Oh. You weren't supposed to see this. Hi! Hi! I'm Gore and a Gore, and I am what? Gore to Gorgeous. I'm a spooky bitch from the pumpkin patch, resurrected to get these bitches. So, first of all, let's talk about the other contestants. So, let's talk about Delilah Domino! Oh. What? We couldn't afford her. So, Delilah Wild. She's okay, she's sickening. She's cool. I get the artistic stuff with her, but I don't really see, like, anything that really wows me. I mean, I love, like, her lingerie look with her mom recording it, but, like, she's okay. She's okay. She's kind of pretty. She needs to wear more makeup. That's to be said. She needs to wear more makeup. Sweetie, when you just have, like, a gem or something in the corner of your eye and, like, a tiny bit of eyeshadow on, don't know if that's really drag. Just saying. She's artsy, she's cool, she's pretty. Not much to say about her. I don't know her yet.
Goretta's pretty cool. I saw that she did that latex, mouth thing. It kind of reminded me of, furries. Like, when furries have, a headpiece on and they, move, and, when their mouth moves, the mouth on the furry moves too. She looked like a character from Five Nights at Freddy's, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Why be in drag when I'm just wearing it on a shirt? Plus, these girls have nothing on me. Wait to see what I have coming. I'm Paris LaRue. I'm 22 years old, and I'm from Vestal, New York.
Paris LaRue looks like she could be some big competition. I'm pretty sure she's a performing pageant queen. Her makeup's really good, so she'll probably do very well in this competition.
Ooh, Delilah. She is a fun fucking queen. I met her at DragCon. She was
super nice. She was really sweet. The dress she made out of the Pokemon cards was freaking absolutely stunning. I would have never thought to do anything like that. She's really creative, so I'm really interested to see what she brings to this competition.
Okay, so next is Paris The Rocks. Aja. I'm gonna call it out. Your makeup really reminds me of Aja. Like one of her friends, I forgot her name. Like the House of Aja. And, you're pretty. I don't see anything new or innovative about your makeup. I don't see creativity in your outfits. They're okay. You're pretty. You seem to have your look down, but I don't see a threat from you.
Goretta Gore. I think she will be bringing a lot of special effects, a lot of horror, a lot of scary, spooky, boo, I'm scared too, Sharon Needles. But I would be really interested to see how she does glam. Her looks are sickening in the gore, so I'm really excited to see what she does.
I'm sorry. Just because you're pretty, remember what happened in season 4 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Sharon won while Fifi was left behind. So, don't start anything.
I would have to say my biggest asset in drag is my kind-hearted personality. No, I'm a bitch.
Okay. Runway this week is Brothers Grimm, and I'm like so excited for it.
So my look is gonna be like the wolf from Little Red Riding Hood, but you know, like when he disguises as a grandmother. So I'm gonna come out as the wolf disguised as the grandmother, and then I'm gonna take off the disguise, and I'm gonna be the wolf. And I think it's gonna be really good. And I hope that I win. I think I could.
My plans for the challenge are for like to do Cinderella with a twist. Like when she runs down those stairs, there is no way she's just gonna run down those stairs angelic, just, oh my god, it's almost midnight, ooh, and just like run and like be fine. No, something's bound to happen. And my runway is what happened. It's gonna be sickening. The dress is beautiful. The hair is gonna be beautiful. Everything's gonna be sickening. I'm just scared that like, the dress isn't going to be close enough to Cinderella for people to be like, that's Cinderella. But, I love the dress. I love my look. I'm gonna do sickening. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be horror. It's going to be a cut crease. Do a cut crease, sweeties. It's gonna be good. And yeah, so.
I'm very excited about this runway because I love fairy tales and I love Cinderella and all things Brothers Grimm and like dark and twisted creepy shit. Although I didn't do a dark and creepy thing, I went with a more like early modern take on it. So I'm super excited for everyone to see my look this week. I'm super excited to see what the girls bring to the table for their runways this week. I know they are very creative and they're very out there and thinking outside the box. So I'm super excited to see what they bring.
It's kind of a cop-out when you know somebody else is doing the same thing, but you're still doing it. But I just can't wait to see what they do. I just can't wait to be in this competition. I mean, I already am, but like for my runways and everything to show, because like I'm working hard on this look. It's gonna be sickening, it's gonna be amazing, and I just can't wait to show y'all.
So far, I think my biggest competition is completely up in the air. They are all sickening girls, and I'm honestly, any of them is my biggest competition because they're all amazing. So I'm coming, and they better be watching my back because they're sickening, I'm sickening, we're all sickening.
Hello everyone, I'm Opal Essence, your lovely host. I'm out of drag today as I didn't really have time to get in drag and I also don't have a razor right now so I can't shave. But we do have 2 exciting guest judges this week for the Grimm's Brothers Fairy Tale Recreation Challenge. We have Crimson Kitty
Hello, my name is Crimson Kitty, your fabulous AFAB drag queen from Brooklyn, New York. I am here and have been asked by the wonderful Opal Essence to be a guest judge this week on Drag Kingdom. I am super excited and honored to be asked. Thank you very much. Now, if you don't know about me, well, you should know about me, but if you still don't worry, I will let you know. I am the creative director and show director of Lady Queen, which is Brooklyn's AFAB non-binary and trans-identified drag collective. We have shows that are held second Thursdays of the month at Bazaar in Bushwick, and we also do amazing duets, solos, and group numbers, such as our Divine Pink Flamingos tribute that we just debuted at Coney Island and performed later on at Bushwick 2017. Now, I have my little videos here that I'm going to watch, and I'm going to give you kind of an honest and open feedback. I know that our criteria was Disney princesses runway realness, so I am seeing everyone that's here, and I'm just going to pretty much tell you what it's all about, okay?
And Erica Clash from Season 2 of Dragula.
Hi everybody, my name is Erica Clash. I'm New York City and San Francisco's video game anime Harajuku drag queen. I was just announced as a cast member on Season 2 of the Boulet Brothers Dragula, Search for the Next Drag Super Monster, and I'm really excited to give you all some critiques this week.
So this week we had 3 new girls come in, but they won't be the last, and they did a challenge based off the Grimm Brothers fairy tale. So let's start with Delilah Wild.
My runway tells a story. I come out as the wolf, dressed in Little Red Riding Hood's grandma's nightgown after he devoured them both. Then, I snatch that wig, those glasses and the gown, and boom! I'm kind of taking a risk not wearing a wig as the wolf, but this look is meant to be androgynous. I wanted to make a memorable first impression, and I hope everyone likes my look just as much as I do.
Delilah, I think your look had a really strong concept, and I get you were crunched for time, but I just wish you had put more effort into the makeup, because that really could have changed your look. Also, as other judges may say, I think that a little more fur would have helped. I don't know, it doesn't read Big Bad Wolf. Like, it starts off so strong, and then it cuts in, it's like, oh, she kind of like did an afterthought with the Big Bad Wolf.
Okay, Big Bad Wolf, I really like this look. Your runway voiceover was not really needed. I sort of definitely got, you know, the story that you were verbally telling through your physical embodiment of the characters. You know, you could see that you were the grandma, and then you were, you know, you took off the grandma clothes and you were the wolf. So that definitely paid off as far as what was going on in your mind was what we saw. So that's really, really good. I liked that you didn't wear a wig. Your hair itself is sort of long enough and wild enough that it definitely worked for a wolf look, although I wouldn't do that too often. You know, as things go on, just keep in mind to keep changing things up, and, you know, don't rely on that sort of like shtick too much, but it definitely worked for this. And yeah, I liked it a lot. I thought you had really great attitude. You told a story with your walk, and you did really well. I really liked it. I liked your confidence. That's something I'm always looking for when I judge anything like this. I want to see you, you know, really feeling it and getting into it. And I definitely felt that you did that. So good job there.
Delilah is giving us some Big Bad Wolf realness, honey. Now, what I liked about Delilah's is that she gave me a story arc. You know, I am all about a good story. I like that, you know, this was like the old granny, and then it had a costume reveal, which I live for, and turned into the Big Bad Wolf. I did not mind that the Big Bad Wolf had no wig. I loved the androgynous factor about that. I didn't mind it at all. That coat read Big Bad Wolf to me. You sold it. You gave me a story and you sold it. I wish there could have been more of a full view of the costume reveal. I know that in certain like houses and things like that, you're limited by space. I certainly am limited by space, so I understand, but I would have loved to have seen it as a whole. With the makeup, I would have also loved to see maybe a little bit more blood dripping off the mouth. That would have been really cool. Oh my goodness.
So Delilah, you had the big bad wolf. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. I appreciate performance elements like, wig reveals and costume reveals. But it just looks a little bit like you didn't fully commit to what you were doing today. I appreciate the feather. I think it's a feather that's coming out. These are all fun things, but I just think it could have been taken further, for sure. Not sure. So I guess you're going for Grandma becomes wicked, or big bad wolf, which is fine. I just think you need to really establish, the Grandma character or the Grandma impersonation a bit more strongly so that we get it from the beginnings. Look at other visual references from, like illustrations of Little Red Riding Hood. She has like a nightgown on, and she has a sort of a bonnet, and she wears glasses in certain interpretations. So there's certain key elements that you can use to sort of sell that character and establish that you are that the big bad wolf, it's big bad wolf as Grandma. And then as you get closer to the camera, then we start to realize, oh, this is actually big bad wolf as the Grandma. So then you could have done the wig reveal. You could have taken the glasses off, taken some other elements off, and then it would have been fully big bad wolf. Now my problem also is that the big bad wolf side of it is not fully fleshed out. So I see you have a fur coat, but there's really just fur on the shoulders, on the sides of it. It wasn't a fur coat as such. You could have gotten some faux fur from Joann's and pulled together something, even if it wasn't, perfect. You could have just sold that a little bit more. I see influences of wolf in the makeup, but it's not going as far as it could. I want to see fangs. I want to see, a little bit more. I appreciate detailing on the nose. But you could have really sold that illusion a lot better had you covered more of your nose in that black. Brought a line down your nose, drawn on some whiskers, or drawn on some other detailing that would have sold it a little bit more. And also another big no-no for me is, wearing your natural hair. It just seems like an easy out to use your natural hair when there could have been, and even if it is your boy hair, I appreciate androgyny in drag. But even if it is your boy hair, try to style that as well. Try to not just make it so that you're taking a wig off and, this is sort of looks like your hair after a night of doing the gig, and you have, your hair's kind of messy and messed up. So I would just encourage you to just put a little bit more effort and attention to detail into what you're doing. But I appreciate what you were trying to do there.
Paris LaRue. Your Cinderella could have been spot on. I know you were also crunched for time, so I don't really hold too much against you, but I think you could have done a lot better. Maybe hide the corset strings, done a bigger dramatic face, which I know you can do. I know you can do dramatic makeup, so do it. And just the hair could have been styled a little more, and just had a little more sparkle on your dress.
So Paris as Cinderella, I really, really like the pretty blue of the dress. That's definitely Cinderella, and the blonde hair. You've got the style of her hair done right. The back being like open like it was, I felt like it was a little bit distracting, and there was, just you could have maybe, added some kind of gauzy material around, like she has the sort of like puffy sleeves. You could have, just pulled that around the back or something. But overall it was cute. I didn't really understand your kind of movements with the runway, like the very like sharp turning of the shoe and all of that. I felt like the little kind of cute smile you gave was a little bit more in line with the character of Cinderella. She is sort of like very like demure and like very kind of like 1950s style of like a woman. That's when they that's when the movie was made. So that princess sort of like embodies that sort of like very like just like sweet and flirtatious sort of personality. So I wish that you had just kind of stuck with that, because when you did give that little kind of like smile, you really lit up, and it was really cute. So just kind of be a little bit more conscious of like what you're channeling whenever you're doing your runway. But otherwise, I thought it was nice.
First up, we have Paris. Paris is giving us some Cinderella realness. Now, I like this. At first, I thought this was a fan, but it turns out to be a shoe. Kind of like walking in purse first, walking in shoe first. I love this dress, though I wish it was tailored more for your body, though. I love how big this dress is. It's a gorgeous train. I wish there was something a little bit more to like fluff it out. Some sort of, just something, an undergarment of some sorts, just to fluff it out and make it bigger. The only thing I would say is, while your walk was cute, I didn't really see a lot of makeup. If you're going to do makeup, especially with Cinderella, give me some fierce highlight. Give me a gorgeous pout. And if you don't have it, honey, that's why makeup's here. It'll make you have a pout. I would work on your makeup, definitely really bringing those skills up. I did like the dress, though. I felt the Cinderella. The only problem with the wig that I had is I could see your hair and your head, behind when you turned around. That is pretty much breaking the illusion. I would definitely just make sure that you look into those details. Really pay attention to those details. All right? But other than that, Paris, great job. See, Luna's here to give me all the tea on everything.
So, Paris, your character is Cinderella. I love that you use the glass slipper as your sort of purse-first object. That was a really fun little performance element there. The dress is cute, but I think it looks a little bit store-bought. I'm not sure if you made it or if you bought it. But I like the rufflage near the cleavage area. But what I would say is that, the part of Cinderella that really makes her come alive when she is getting done up by the fairy godmother is all that sparkle on the dress, all the sparkle on the glass slipper as well. Obviously, a glass slipper is hard to come by, but even if you had bedazzled that bitch and really, really incorporated that detail into the dress as well, I think it would have made the dress look a little bit more expensive. I like the hair. My only issue is that the hairline is coming up a little bit on the sides. I tend to shave my sideburns really short if I'm wearing a lace front wig, or if I am just wearing a wig that has sort of a deeper hairline, just because you don't want that coming up in the middle of your performance. Just because it really takes you out of the fantasy and doesn't sell the illusion like it should. And I appreciate the hair. I love the little baby hair curls on the sides. I would just say make sure to really sell that updo. Cinderella, her whole claim to fame with the hair is that beautiful blue headband and that that sort of updo, that sort of this not a bun per se, but you know what I'm talking about. If you look at any picture of Cinderella, you know what I mean. It's very pronounced and it's a very specific shape. So I think you did well with the hair, but it could have been a little bit better. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, the color of the dress seems a little bit dark for what Cinderella is. Cinderella is sort of that aquamarine or that sort of baby blue, and I was kind of missing that. It looks more like a periwinkle. I liked generally your performance. I think looking at it now again, one detail that took me out of it was the back. So when you turned around, I saw that there was some sort of blue something in the back. I'm not sure what it was exactly, but it didn't. I could see the strings where you corseted yourself, but then there was something in there that kind of was distracting. So not sure what that was, and I could also see your hair in the back as well. In terms of makeup, I wish there was a little bit more sculpting of your face. Your makeup is a little bit minimalistic, and as a Disney princess, I can understand why maybe you made that choice. But in terms of, what you're going for with Cinderella, she's high femme. So you really wanted to incorporate, some of that in the makeup. Really block your eyebrows and, create a new shape. Paint your lips in a way that is really, really feminine. There are ways to sort of bring a male face or male-bodied face to high femme, even if it's not necessarily painting in a very draggy way. So I would say try to paint a little bit more, but maybe don't make it look so minimalistic. Also, I'm not sure how much you are creating a new body with your drag. That means padding, cinching, adding breast padding. I would really encourage you to explore that in the future. Get yourself a corset, and that would really help sell this sort of hourglass princess illusion. And that goes for anyone with any, of any size. I like drag that really allows you to transform. So I would say, cinch a little bit, and that would have really made the dress complement your shape as well.
And lastly, we have Greta Gore.
Okay, I did Cinderella, going from rags to riches. But on her way to the ball, she had a little bit of an accident. I made this whole entire outfit, except the blue dress. I made the overcoat, I made the prosthetic, I styled the wig, I styled the gloves, and I styled the shoes. So yeah, I'm proud of this.
Greta, this was pretty good. You actually surprised me. I thought you were going to do a lot less, which is good that you did more because it really stepped up your game and showed people that you are a threat and you will do good in this competition. The only thing I have to say is your wig styling could be a little better, and I really didn't get what the cone was on your eye. Like, it didn't look like a shoe, like if that was what it was supposed to be. I don't even know what it was supposed to be, so honestly, that was the only part I didn't even get. But other than that, it was amazing.
Alright, Greta, your Cinderella was a really cool take on the character. You did the whole rags to riches reveal, which it paid off, I definitely think. Although the blue dress, it was a little bit ill-fitting. I saw you kind of pull it up. And your little hanger guys were like just kind of flopping around back there. So that's something, just little details that you need to be mindful of. But otherwise, I thought that your concept was good. It just could have been executed just a little bit more seamlessly. But the prosthetic was really cool. The glass in the eye, it brought in the shoe element, which we're looking for Cinderella. So I was glad to see that you did that because you didn't, you couldn't see your feet in your runway. So that was, definitely, I liked how you brought in the shoe in that respect. The makeup execution, as far as the prosthetic, could have been a little cleaner, I think. Not cleaner, but just a little bit sharper. Hair was good, but yeah, I thought I liked your concept. I liked what you did with it, but again, it was just a little bit on the sloppy side. But really, really creative, and that's something that I liked a lot. One little note that I'll give you as far as filming, you don't want to have a light shining at the camera behind you, because that it sort of blows out everything and we can't really see you in all the detail and everything that you did. So just keep that in mind. But overall, I thought you did good, and I'm excited to see what you do in the future.
Now, next up to the plate, Greta. Greta is also serving us some Cinderella realness, but with a twist. Now, what I loved about Greta is that she took the time to style things. She made the prosthetic, which I loved, that she fell and all of a sudden the stiletto was in their eyes. I thought that was amazing. I liked it. The only issue that I had with it was that I couldn't see the transformation. Again, I know that we're limited by space, but I would have loved to have seen the full transformation into the Cinderella. You had this gorgeous, and I'm looking at it again. I want to make sure that I see everything. Let's see. I love it. You have all this tattered clothes. I love the tattered clothes and the whole, like, you know, I've been cleaning all day to this beautiful, gorgeous princess. I am impressed with the prosthetics. You know, I also do special effects, so it is actually a place in my heart when I see other queens do special effects with their makeup. I wish there would have been a better transition. You fell, but I wish there would have been something else. I loved the bloody gloves, some of my favorites. You know, the blue dress is cute. I wish that the wig, especially with the pieces, I don't mind the bun in the back, but I wish you would have teased the wig in the front a little bit, made it a little bit poofier. That's the only thing that I could see that would really help it.
So first thing is, you really have to pay attention to where the lighting is in your videos. I have done my fair share of online competitions. I've done my fair share of, you know, content creating at home. And I would say, you know, always the best light is, you know, you should be facing your light. So I see that there's like a big light behind you, when in reality it should be in front of you. So as you turned around, it would have made what you're doing a lot more flattering. Looking at the performance, so one thing is the dress is not fitting you properly. I don't see much shape in your body, and I saw that you had to pull it up. Now I appreciate the sparkle, I appreciate the hair, but it could have been taken further. It's just hard to see. I also appreciate that you started off with these tattered kind of rags. They're not quite, it's not quite as fleshed out to me as it could be. Also, it's really hard for me to see your makeup in this photo, so I can't really judge too much what your painting skill is like. So I wish I had seen a little bit more of what you had to offer. I wish the video had been a little bit longer. So looking at your wig, it looks like a cosplay wig. Which is fine. I mean, I wear my fair share of cosplay wigs, obviously. They're not necessarily cheap, but with these kind of wigs, you need to make sure that they work with the character and are giving exactly what that character is. You need to make sure that they're, not even if they're not styled per se, they need to be cared for in a way that is flattering, is stylish, and that complements what you're trying to do and what look you're going for. This could be as simple as adding curls to baby hairs, or just making sure it's straight, make sure that the bangs are straight. And I don't think that wig particularly works for this look. I appreciate your performance element effort here, but I'm not sure exactly what's going on. I see that it's sort of a cracked out or drunk Cinderella. So I see what you're doing, but I just think it needs more.
This week again, no one will be going home, but next week, we will have an elimination. There will also be no lip sync this week. The winner of this challenge is Greta Gore. Delilah Wilde and Paris LaRue, since no one will be going home, you two will be marked safe. Please leave the runway. Once again, I would like to thank our guest judges Crimson Kitty and Erica Clash. So, hope you enjoy and stay tuned for episode 3.
So, thanks again so much. I hope that you enjoyed all my critiques. Again, watch out for your angles. Make sure that your angles and your lighting is on point. This is going to help everyone to see your gorgeous looks that you honestly, I know you've all worked so hard to do and all worked hard to put together. All right, once again, thank you, Opal Essence, for having me as a guest judge. I love the looks that I've seen, and I can't wait to follow through with the rest of the competition. If you have any questions or want to talk to me about any of the critiques I've given you, just follow me. You can follow me at Facebook at Crimson Kitty, at Instagram at Crimson Kitty, Twitter at The Crimson Kitty, and YouTube at Miss Crimson Kitty. I have so many Crimson Kitty variations, it's just crazy. But please come and follow me on my social media accounts. I would love to hear from each and every one of you. I hope that you have a wonderful evening, and I will see you again soon. Bye.
Ladies, I just want to say as a final note, Good on you for putting effort into this challenge. Please keep working at what you're doing. I hope that these comments are helpful. If you have questions, please feel free to reach out to me. More than happy to help out a set of new queens. As some of you may know, I started out doing competitions similar to this, specifically Tumblr's Drag Race. So just want you to know that although there's work to be done, that's a normal part of being a queen, a new queen, and I wish you all luck in the future.